So today I'm going to be unboxing a wood-burning stove from RBM Outdoors. Now this stove is available on the RBM website and the Cootie website. You can get it individually, you can get it with a tent, or you can get it in a bundle with anything you want. Tent, stove, mattress, couch, even the new pump that I just did a video on the other day. Now RBM makes two different sizes of stoves. This is the Caminus S on the top. It's obviously smaller than the Caminus M on the bottom here. It all just depends on what size tent you're going to be using when you're camping in the winter weather. We're going to save the Caminus S for another video, and today we're going to focus on this monster right here, the Caminus M, medium wood-burning stove from RBM Outdoors. And the best part about this whole thing, you can get a discount right now by following my link in the comments below, and that discount will apply to anything you want to buy from the site. So in this video today, we are going to be unboxing this stove, setting it up, and doing the first burn. When you get one of these stoves brand new, you want to do the first burn outside in the open air. That helps to burn off any kind of chemicals or anything that's inside the stove left over from manufacturing. Just a safety measure to take before you actually use it inside your tent. Plus, that's just a great safety measure to take so that you know everything about your stove and how it works before you use it in your tent. Now, when you receive your stove, it's initially going to show up in a cardboard box. Inside that box is the stove inside this wooden box, and it is wooden. This is not some piece of junk. This is a solid, heavy-duty wooden and steel box made specifically for your stove. The panels are all wooden. We have the RBM logo right on the front. We have steel latches, steel trim, steel spring-loaded handles on the side. And I love that they added this little plastic handle so that it's not digging into your fingers. Because I'm not going to lie, this stove is kind of heavy. It weighs in at about 65 pounds inside this box. When it's outside the box, it probably knocks down to about 55 pounds. But there is a much easier way to carry this that I'm going to show you in just a few minutes here. But continuing with the box itself, you can see we've got the same handle on the other side. As we come around the back here, you can see we have the stainless hinges. And if we look closer at the latches on the front, you can see where they latch right into the trim. Each of these flips right up. You give it a twist and it unlatches from that trim. As we open the top of the box, you can see everything is packed nice and tight inside, protected by foam and plastic. So I'm going to show you everything as I take it out here. The first thing I want to show you is this right here. This is actually a bag to carry your stove. Now, this is what I was talking about a minute ago when I said I was going to show you an easier way to carry your stove. This is a thick PVC bag, and it actually unfolds big enough to put your stove and all the accessories in it. RBM logo on the front, heavy-duty straps on the side with handles, and a zipper around the perimeter of the top. Now, I'm going to pack this one away, but I have another one in the Hummer here that I'm going to show you right here. Everything that I'm about to show you that comes out of this box is now in this bag right here. The stove, the pipes, the shovel, the gloves, everything from inside this box is in this bag right here. Only now, instead of trying to lug it around by these two handles right here and breaking your back, you can pick it up by this handle right here in one hand and carry it much easier. And if you have two, you can carry one in each hand. Yes, it's heavy. You need to have some muscles. But I'll show you right here. Look at all that stuff packed in there. Everything from inside the box, including a few extra things. Fireproof pipe wrap. I have some cardboard in here. And there's even another bag inside this one with a zipper, silicone boot for your stove, hot snot fire lube, anything else you want to carry with you. This bag right here is absolutely incredible. So let's zip this back up and get it out of the way. And let's get back to unboxing everything inside this case. There's your bag. Inside this camouflage bag right here is the fireproof mat that you put down on the floor inside your tent to protect the floor from your stove. That just gives an extra layer to protect your floor from the heat coming off the bottom of the stove, and it packs easily right in that camo bag when you're done. We have a couple of extra membranes here, and these are fireproof cords that go around the glass in your stove to make it airtight. You don't have to put that together. It is already assembled in there. These are just extras in case you need them. This also comes with extra plates in case you want to put these in place of the glass, maybe if the glass breaks or something, or for some reason you just don't like the glass. Lots of foam in here to pack it tight. And the stove itself is in here very tight, so it's not shaking around inside the box. So I'm going to set this on the ground to take that out. We do have an instruction booklet as well. So this is what the stove looks like so far out of the box. You can see there is a little bit of tarnishing on here because when I first got this, I did take it out and perform that first burn. But we're still going to go through the whole process to show you guys how to do that. But first off, if we tilt this up, you can see how on the bottom there are legs that fold out. So here's how your stove looks so far with the legs folded out. I absolutely love this stove. I cannot recommend it enough. It is solid stainless steel. We've got the RBM logo right on the front there. This is where we attach our stove pipes. And if you look inside, you can see that the RBM bear is right inside there too, just as a nice little added touch. Handle on the front, handle on the back. Obviously, this is the door right here. We've got some glass that you can see through there. You can watch your fire burning through there. This is your damper right here. And when this stove is hot, you can still touch this coil here and turn it with your bare hands. There is a drawer on the bottom here that we can slide out. Now, there is not a hole inside there where it drops ashes automatically. This is more of like a beneficial drawer for when you're cleaning it out. You're pulling the ashes out, and as the ashes fall, they're falling into the drawer instead of on the floor of your tent. Close that back up, and we've got a little latch here on the door. This just opens like this, and again, it has that little coil that you can touch while it's hot. Although I do recommend gloves, because if you brush against anything else here, you're gonna get burned. We'll open that door here, and you can see how our pipes are packed right inside. We've got 5 of these pipes. We'll go ahead and pull all of these out. This one here has the spark arrestor on the top and some D-rings so you can tie it down if you need to, maybe heavy winds. Then we've got a shovel for ashes. That actually comes with this as well. And it even comes with gloves. Now, if we look inside, you can see that there's some cardboard on each side there, and that is in place to protect the glass. You want to save that cardboard when you open up your stove. Everything that we just took out of there will otherwise be banging against that glass and possibly break it. So save the cardboard so you can put it in there when you pack everything up, and it'll protect that glass. Best way to get that cardboard out is take this little shovel here, put it in and hook it underneath, and pull it like that to loosen it up, and then the cardboard just folds and you can take it right out. Same on the other side. Apparently I was in a hurry because usually I vacuum these things out and everything. So we're going to go ahead and close the door here, and I'm going to talk to you about these on the sides. These are heat deflectors. There's one on each side. There's one on the back. The one on the back is permanent, but the ones on the sides are removable so you can see the glass. Now, just to point it out, this drawer on the bottom also acts as a heat deflector on the bottom of your stove. You'll have your fire-resistant mat laying on the floor of the tent, the stove setting on top of that, and then you also have that drawer that acts as a heat deflector to double up on protecting the floor of your tent. So if we take a closer look here, you can see that these deflectors on each side are held on by wing nuts. These can be removed simply by loosening up these wing nuts. 2 on the front, 2 on the back, and this slides right off. And there's your glass. Same thing on the other side, loosen up the wing nuts, and the heat deflector slides right out. I did not do a good job cleaning this up last time when I packed it away. But now that we've removed those heat deflectors, you can see the giant glass panels here. One on that side, little one on the front door, and then another big one over here on this side. We can look inside and see them as well. And as you burn this thing, you can see how it does tarnish the glass. But when you clean this up good, you can reach inside there, wipe that all down. I even have a video about how to clean these up good. But all of that soot and dirt on there will wipe off, and these windows will be crystal clear. There we go. 5 minutes later, a little bit of elbow grease, and we have clear windows. Look at that. These cleaned up very well. Yeah. Funny thing is, you use the ash that's in there to clean the windows because it's just abrasive enough to get all that soot and dirt off of there easily. So now that we have some clean windows that we can see our fire through, let's go ahead and set our stove up and get ready to do that cleansing burn. We're just going to set the stove on the ground, put each of our stove pipes together. There are 5 of them all together. The spark arrestor is going to go on the top. We'll put our fireproof pad down just like we would if we were inside the tent. Put the stove on top of that. Get our firewood ready. strips of cardboard, and we got some kindling here. We'll start with some cardboard. I like to shape it in a way where I can kind of leave plenty of room for air underneath it. Stack some of that up, we'll add some kindling, and then as that gets going, we'll go ahead and add a couple big pieces. And there we go, that is starting to burn really nice. We've got the door closed here. I've got the damper open all the way. I love how you can see the fire burning through that little glass there. And for the first burn, you want to let it burn for about an hour, which may kind of seem like a long time, but it's actually pretty fun to sit out here and watch this fire burn. Watch the smoke come out the top of the stack there. Now, on a lot of these wood stoves, the pipe actually comes up from the back of the stove. So a lot of people, when they see these videos, they ask me, why does this pipe come up from the front of the stove? The reasoning for that is actually pretty genius. You've got about an 8-foot stove pipe here. It's pretty stable as is, but when that wind starts blowing, you want to make sure that thing doesn't go anywhere. Unless your tent is shaped like a square, you're going to have an area over here that comes up so far and then goes at a big slant. Your stove actually sits pretty close to that wall over here. So as the wall comes up and starts the slant right about here, the slant is going up this way, and you want that pipe to come out as high on that slant as possible. If it comes out way down here and the wind is blowing, it's only being held in place down here. But if it comes out up here, it's going to hold that stack much more stable. Now, I want to point something else out about this stove, which is awesome. You can actually cook on top of this stove. There is nothing like having a giant pot of chili cooking on that stove. The stovepipe may come in right here, but the heat does not just go from in here straight up that stovepipe. This is actually built in a way where the heat goes in up here, through the top, and then up the stovepipe. Look at the smoke rolling out of that thing. I absolutely love this stove. And that is an excellent design for 2 reasons. For one, it's going to pull the smoke back to the back of the stove, instead of letting it come out the front into your tent. The airflow is going to go from the front to the back, up around there, and through the smokestack. The other benefit to that is that it is evenly pulling the heat through your stove and up through the top to give you a nice, even, hot cooking surface. Not to mention the heat that pours out of this stove to heat your tent. I've tested this stove in 0 degrees outside, and it has been in the 70s inside my tent. Now, a lot of people ask me, can this stove keep your tent warm all through the night while you're sleeping? It can, and I will tell you how, but that's a whole nother video. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that. So there you go, guys. That's basically it. The Caminus M wood-burning stove from RBM Outdoors. I highly recommend this stove if you're planning on doing any winter or cold weather camping. And like I said at the beginning of the video, you can get a discount on it right now by following my link in the comments below.